Hello guys, it's Jared here again, and I'm going to do a review on the first Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Now, of course, I'm reviewing this because the new one is out right now, which I haven't seen yet, but I look forward to getting around to seeing it eventually. And yeah, of course, this is based on the Sonic video games, and this movie is on Netflix. That's how I watched it. And basically, it tells a story about Sonic is this alien hedgehog from another planet who's been exiled on Earth, and he's been living in secrecy on Earth. But then, like, the government people discover him, so they send Doctor Robotnik, played by Jim Carrey, to capture him, and Sonic teams up with this police officer who's played by James Marsden, and they try and escape. And eventually, he helps him take down Dr. Robotnik or defeat him. And like even before they met each other, um, Sonic had been watching James Marsden's character for a while, and kind of knew him from that, but they still hadn't really met each other at that point. But later, he meets him properly, and they become friends, and yeah, I mean, and the movie is just a lot of fun. I mean, I really did enjoy this movie. I mean, one thing that's interesting, is the delays, because they had to, change the design, because when the trailers first came out, it was a different design, which was really creepy. Um, so they had to change it, and the new design in this, I have to say, is great, because it has realistic textures, but it's also cartoony, cartoony look. It's just realistic enough, and also just cartoony enough, because it has realistic textures, like realistic fur and realistic spikes, but the eyes, the face and stuff is still cartoony. And the problem with the first design was that it was too realistic. I mean, his eyes were just too small, and he had realistic teeth, and he didn't have the gloves on his hands, and his hands were kind of weird. But one problem with that is there's one bit where he gets a thing stuck on his hand, and he's like, oh, I can't get it off. It's like, just take the glove off. I mean, I know that was originally done with the original design, and I know the original design didn't have the glove, but I mean, come on, it's like, just take the glove off, But yeah, but I really did enjoy the bond between Sonic and James Marsden's character, and I really did love Jim Carrey as Robotnik. I mean, he's not entirely accurate to the game version of the character, but sometimes with adaptations you do need to change things, and he is just a lot of fun to watch. I mean, he is just so funny, and I love his relationship with the kind of assistant that he has. I love the scene where the assistant catches him dancing, and he made him a latte, and he's like, yeah, I wonder if you want it. He's like, what, do I look like an imbecile? Of course I want a latte. I love the way you make them. Yeah, I mean, stuff like that is great. And it's sort of towards the end of the film, and in the new one that's coming out, is out, he's starting to look more like the game version, and I think in general the second film's starting to look more like the games than the first film did, which I think is very cool. But yeah, this film is still a lot of fun, really. What I found kind of funny is, in this movie you do have Sonic wasting toilet paper, and I find that kind of ironic, because this came out in 2020. This came out just before lockdown, but I just thought it was funny because wasting toilet paper is just not something you should do in this day and age. But yeah, uh, but I thought that was pretty funny. And you do also get to see, James Marsden's girlfriend in the movie, and also her family and stuff. And I did find it funny how for a lot of the movie, one of the girlfriend's family members, I'm not sure if it was his girlfriend's mum or it was some family member, but she was tied to a chair for most of the movie. I found that pretty funny. But yeah. And I do also like how it incorporates Sonic collecting rings, which is of course from the games. In this movie, like the rings he uses as like a portal to like other worlds and stuff. And yeah, I thought it was very cool how they were able, in that way, they were able to incorporate the rings, which is something from the game. And I also found it funny how there's like a mushroom planet, and I love how like Sonic says, "I hate mushrooms," and I think that was meant as kind of a jab at Mario, of course, since he's like his video game rival. But yeah, I found that very funny how he says like, "I hate mushrooms," you know. And one thing that I found kind of funny is that they kind of recreated a scene, like a shot from the movie Hop, the Easter movie, because like you have James Marsden driving in the car with Sonic sitting next to him, and it looks kind of similar to the shot of like in Hop with James Marsden driving the car and having the Easter Bunny sitting with him. Yeah, I found that pretty funny. So yeah. So overall, yeah, I mean, I'd highly recommend this film if you haven't seen it. It's really a lot of fun, and I definitely really look forward to seeing the sequel eventually. So yeah, thanks for watching, and bye.